Hi Leo, welcome to Carol's Universe, tarot readings from the heart. So, I'm not appearing on your video this time because I don't have the time to set up the video equipment. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to do it as showing you the cards. Sorry, but I just need you to go out on time and it will take time to render that video and all the rest of it, okay? So we're just going to have a look what's coming in for you guys. Usually I would appear on the Celtic cross spreads, not that you guys probably care anyway, but I prefer to appear on the Celtic cross readings, but I just don't have the time right now. So we're just going to show you the cards for the last 2 weeks in September. So Universe Spirit, show me Leo. What's coming in for Leo? Show me Leo. Show me Leo. Show me what's coming in for Leo in the last 2 weeks of September in a general Celtic cross reading. What's coming in for Leo? Show me Leo. What's coming in for Leo in the last 2 weeks of September? Show me Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Okay, so let's split the deck into 3. Collect it back up like so. And I'm using for this the Smith Waite Tarot deck. And also, let me just go and get something here. I forgot to get the, it's not the Romance Angels, where is it? There's another deck that I use for this, your advice, and I can't seem to find where they are at the moment. It's the Angel Answers, but I don't quite know where I've put those Angel Answer cards. To be perfectly honest with you, they seem to have just disappeared. Well, let me look. No, I can't find them, unfortunately. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so we'll just do the reading. And I'm sorry that I can't find your advice cards. Let's have a look. So you've got Justice in the reverse, Leo, for the focus for the last 2 weeks of September. Justice in the reverse is usually a card that says that there's something unjust that might have been happening around you guys. Justice in the reverse can be in anything. It just means that you're not getting the rewards. It means that you're not getting something that is meant for you, that you're not getting your justice, in other words. Can be something legal, because justice is a legal card within the tarot, or it can simply be that somebody's being unjust towards you, something unfair that's happening. It means when your balance and harmony is out of sync, and that's basically the general energy around you guys. The influences around that energy are the High Priestess in the reverse. That's interesting. You've got reversals galore. What the fuck? Let's have a look. Yeah, a lot of reversals here. Okay, so High Priestess in the reverse means that you're not seeing things clearly. It's a card about, sometimes it's, when you get the Justice, when the High Priestess is in the reverse, it can be where a secret is coming out, but it can also be, and I don't think that that's why, I mean, it might be that something came out here with this energy here, and that's why something unfair is happening around you guys in the last 2 weeks of September. It can also be something to do with somebody who's being, when you get a High Priestess in the reverse, this can be a bit of a shady character sometimes. When you get the High Priestess, this can be somebody who gossips, or somebody who's not very nice, or somebody who's got some form of a hidden agenda. As a person in the reverse. In the upright, she's somebody who's highly intuitive. She's the type of person that keeps secrets. Sometimes this is somebody who speaks secrets, so they, you know, they might be holding something against you, or they might have some information about you and they're letting it all out, that type of thing. Might be a person around you why this is happening for you guys, as the energies around you. If this is about not getting some form of a reward, whether it's your own justice, whether it's justice as an external thing around you that you're not getting here, might be that here your intuition is not on point around a situation, and as a result of that, the focus might be for some of you guys not to bring something to bear. So not to bring something, because when you get justice as well, it's about the settlement of a matter. So it might mean, because your intuition, the influences might be your intuition here, is not on point. Okay, you're not certain about a situation, you're not sure about it. It shows a little bit of confusion with that High Priestess in the reverse. That might be why, Leo, if this is you guys that are, incorporating this justice in the reverse, might be that you decide not to settle something, or you decide not to bring something to closure, to a conclusion, because you just don't know with this High Priestess in the reverse. In the foundation, the reason for this is the Seven of Swords in the reverse. So the Seven of Swords in reverse often represents when something has been revealed, there's been a confession. We've got 2 confession cards here, you'll notice. Seven of Swords in the reverse, and also the High Priestess reverse. Secrets coming out, confession. So it might be the root energy for this, or in your foundation is somebody saying something. It could be an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It might be where you found out the truth about something. Something's been, both cards represent truths being found out, High Priestess and also Seven of Swords, but that's why something isn't being brought to a point of conclusion here. I think there's something that's being revealed between both cards. In the recent past for you guys, you've got the Ten of Pentacles, so there's something perhaps to do with money or family situation or maybe work. Ten of Pentacles is often representative of financial situations, stable families, financial affluence, for example, is the Ten of Pentacles, or it can be to do with, for example, a company or a place that earns a lot of money, that type of thing. But there might be something to do with family situations in the recent past with that Ten of Pentacles. The most likely outcome is the Moon in the reverse, and the Moon in the reverse also, three cards funny around you that represent secrets coming out. Seven of Swords, High Priestess, and the Moon in the reverse as well. Sometimes this can also represent, though, deep paranoia. If you guys aren't bringing something to bear here with Justice in the reverse, might be the most likely outcome is that you're deeply paranoid over something. It could be, if this High Priestess is talking about your lack of intuition in a situation, it might be because somebody's revealed something to you here. So if we've got a confession being the root energy here, might be the influences around you guys are the High Priestess. As a High Priestess reverse, this might be something to do with your own intuition, for example, not having any certainty on the clarity of a situation. Might be something to do with family, but I think that Justice in the reverse here as the focus point is where something's not being settled here. Some of you guys, it might be that you know, there's something unfair that's happened around you, especially if it's to do with something that's being revealed with that Seven of Swords reversed. Might be the person that's done it, High Priestess in the reverse. Deep paranoia. If it's a person around you, High Priestess, it could be a Pisces individual, but it could also be somebody's, you know, coming out with something, they're saying something, or it might be that this person has a very much a hidden agenda. The immediate future shows the Ace of Pentacles reverse for you guys. So Ace of Pentacles in the reverse often means when you're losing money or it lacks commitment, something doesn't have the potential for long-term gain. You guys right now are the Eight of Wands reverse. Bloody hell, what the hell's happening here with this reading? Eight of Wands reverse means a lack of action. So sometimes this is a lack of communication. I think that this is something, you guys are the Eight of Wands. So you're not raring to go on a situation. Because it's in the you now position, I feel that this is you guys lacking enthusiasm. If anything to do with enthusiasm, then it might be that your enthusiasm has decreased for a situation here, which is why the focus will be on not bringing some form of settlement to fruition here. I think that this is you guys who have made the decision here with the Justice energy in the reverse not to bring something to bear. I think it's based on maybe somebody saying something, you're finding out the truth about a situation here with the Seven of Swords in the reverse. It might be around a family situation here in which the influences are a High Priestess in the reverse. This is probably not a particularly nice individual. Paranoia, I think you guys are very paranoid maybe with this Moon card in the reverse over a situation, so it might be in the immediate future you decide not to commit to it with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Coming in, you'll experience the Page of Swords, and the Page of Swords often represents standing up for the truth, or it represents delays in communication or setbacks in terms of communication often. Your hopes will be the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles as a hope is to feel secure, to feel stable in terms of finances. It also means to find out the finer details in terms of a situation. And the outcome shows the Two of Swords in the reverse. So the Two of Swords shows stagnation here. Alright, stagnation in the outcome. Let's have a look at what this situation is about. So why is Leo the Eight of Wands in the reverse? Let's pull these cards across like this, so that we have room to show those clarifiers. Alright, that looks a bit messy actually on the screen. Let's try and push this across like so. Okay. Sorry about this, I'm a bit anal when it comes to how the cards look on the screen, you see. Alright, so why is Leo the Eight of Wands in the reverse? Why is Leo, what's the situation around this Eight of Wands in the reverse? Why is Leo the Eight of Wands in the reverse? Show me. Right, because of the Page of Wands in the reverse. So I feel that you lack enthusiasm over a situation. Page of Wands in the reverse often represents somebody who is lacking motivation to move forward on a certain path. And I think that with both cards showing reverse, this is you, the Eight of Wands, because of the Page of Wands in the reverse. Page of Wands means lacking enthusiasm, lacking motivation, lacking excitement in a situation here. And I think that you do. I think that both cards suggest that you guys are lacking enthusiasm. I'm going to ask why. Why is Leo lacking enthusiasm in this situation? Why do they lack enthusiasm? Show me. Right, because of the Eight of Cups in the upright. It might be that you guys are feeling emotionally detached, or you've walked away from something here. You're leaving something behind. You're searching for something better or a better direction. I think that both cards are really saying that you lack enthusiasm around a situation because of the Eight of Cups. I feel that this situation, whatever it is, Leo, is being very unbalanced for you, especially emotionally unbalanced. And I think as a result of that, you guys are searching for something else here. The root energy for this is the Seven of Swords. So why is the foundation for this situation the Seven of Swords for Leo? Why is the foundation for this situation the Seven of Swords for Leo in the reverse? Show me. Because of the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so I think that the root issue is that you found out some form of a truth, or there might have been some form of a confession on something here, but it's because of this Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse often means delays or stagnation. So it might be that in your foundation something was found out here, or there was some truth that was found out, or somebody might have confessed something to you with this Seven of Swords in the reverse, Leo, because they recognise that there was nowhere for them to go. It's almost like with this Seven of Swords, usually in the upright, this is somebody who's trying to run away, or they're trying to escape or avoid something here. But the Seven of Swords often means when you're going back to the scene of a crime. So you're going back to kind of confess, to kind of admit to something. So I feel that the root energy is there's been some form of a truth found out, and that truth might have been that something here with this Wheel of Fortune didn't have an opportunity for greatness, or it didn't have an opportunity for some form of what's the word I'm looking for with this Wheel of Fortune? There was something that lacked an opportunity for growth here with this Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune in the upright, it can mean many things. It's a neutral card, so it often means that the wheel is turning round and round and round. Wherever it goes, nobody knows. It could be for good, it could be for bad, but it still means that things and situations are turning. Things are still happening. When it's in the reverse, it means that it's a stuck energy. So it's almost like you found out the truth about a situation here, that maybe, just maybe with this Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, that there was nowhere to go within a situation here. It wouldn't have really resulted in any type of change or any type of especially good rewards, which the Wheel of Fortune can refer to in the upright. In the recent past, you guys have experienced the Ten of Pentacles. Why has Leo experienced the Ten of Pentacles in the recent past? Show me. Because of the Four of Wands in the reverse. So I think that you've experienced some form of a conversation. It could be with family or people that you know, because Ten of Pentacles is often the card where you're in your home, or you're in a familiar setting and you're having a conversation with people that you know. And I think you've had some form of a conversation here, because the Four of Wands is in the reverse. There's something unstable going on within the home, and I think there's been the need to kind of try and draw some form of conclusions around that. The Four of Wands in the reverse represents instability. It's an unstable foundation, or it's instability within the home, your living environment, maybe in some form of a project. It wasn't the time for it to be very successful, so there's a lack of fruition with the Four of Wands in the reverse. And I think this Ten of Pentacles, you've experienced some form of communication, maybe a talk within family matters, perhaps, because of the Four of Wands. There's some instability. Both cards represent, remember when you're doing clarifiers, you only have to look at the second card. Well, what's the correlation between two cards? Well, in the upright it represents strong family connections within the upright. Both cards do, but one card is clarifying the other. So we're going to see why you guys are experiencing, and it's not always with the Ten of Pentacles that it's about inheritances. All right, it might be that you've been experiencing a communication about some form of an inheritance, because it might be that there is a family feud going on here with this Four of Wands in the reverse. There's instability in the family unit. Could also be there's some form of communication or talk about money, because there's instability, or there's a very shakeable foundation in terms of a family situation. The influences around you are the High Priestess in the reverse. Why is the High Priestess in the reverse the influences around Leo? Show me. Because of a King of Wands in the reverse. That's interesting. So it could be a Pisces or a Leo individual. The King of Wands in the reverse usually wants dominion over things. So you're experiencing a High Priestess as an influence around you. And I think that this might be a person here. All right, and I think it's this person here, the King of Wands. It's either Pisces, or it's, I don't think it's you. It might be another fire sign, Leo, Aries, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius individual. Usually this would be a Leo though, King of Wands. But the King of Wands in the reverse is somebody who wants complete and utter dominion and power over others. Okay, so everything that the King of Wands does in the reverse is geared towards himself, and it might be that you guys have been experiencing a high priestess energy in terms of this King of Wands, because this person, it might be that they have some form of a hidden agenda in terms of maybe wanting to get something for themselves. They want complete and utter power, but it's for the reason for that is this high priestess energy, and that's whereby this person has perhaps very much a hidden agenda on a situation here with these two cards, and that's why you're experiencing justice in the reverse. Why is Leo experiencing justice in the reverse in the last 2 weeks of September? Show me. Because of the Nine of Wands. So I think that something's not being concluded here, because I think that you're being very cautious and you're very, very wary of maybe bringing something to fruition, settling something, whether it's signing an agreement with that justice energy in the reverse, whether it's, you know, signing the contract, getting everything sewn up. You're not willing to do that. So this is your call, I feel here. I think this is your call with this justice card. I think this is you guys that aren't bringing justice to bear, because you're the Nine of Wands. This is Sagittarius, Leo, Aries energy. You're very cautious and you're very, very wary of doing something here that you feel might have some other ramifications to it, or negative ramifications, I would say. The most likely outcome is the Moon in the reverse for you guys. So why is the Moon in the reverse the most likely outcome for Leo in the last 2 weeks of September? Show me. Because of the Ten of Swords. So I think that you're very paranoid, perhaps about failure or being stabbed in the back. Because the Ten of Swords often means when people are stabbing us in the back, they don't have our best intentions at heart. It might be that you're very deeply paranoid about being stuck in a situation that you can't get yourself out of. This is failure here, or ruin. Some of you guys might be deeply paranoid that if you sign something here, or you bring some form of conclusion to a matter here, that you're very wary of doing that. That it could result in, as your crowning area stroke best case scenario, that this will bring great paranoia, great depression in, because of the Ten of Swords in the energy above, which says that, you know, well, I'm very paranoid about this thing not going well, or I'm very paranoid that this person's going to really do me a great injustice with this Ten of Swords by kind of, you know, for some of you guys it might be something as simple as, you know, well, I've been offered this you know, I've been offered a chance to invest in something, but I don't trust the person here. I don't trust this High Priestess in the reverse because of the King of Wands. This person looks like they've got a hidden agenda because it's all about them. They want complete and utter power or dominion over this thing. Very little about what I get out of it. It's more about what this other person I feel is going to get out of it. And that's why you guys aren't signing something, or you're not bringing something full circle with that justice in the reverse, because you're very wary of whatever the thing is here that's going on. And as a result of that, the most likely outcome for the last 2 weeks is you guys are going to be very paranoid about this situation with that Moon card in the reverse, because you don't want to get hurt, you don't want to be ruined, whatever that ruin is about. Let's have a look at what you'll experience. So as a result of that, you've got the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So why is the immediate future the Ace of Pentacles for Leo in the reverse? Show me. I think that you'll experience the inability to commit to something here. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse says, well, you're not committing to it. You don't see if it's money. If it's not money that you're losing, which I don't think it is, because I already see you guys being extraordinarily wary on doing something here. Okay. I think it's a case of that you guys are not willing to invest something in here, because Ace of Pentacles in the upright also means when you're investing into something that has the potential for long-term gain. And I don't think that you're willing to commit to something here, or even invest in it if it's a financial thing, because of the Two of Wands in the reverse. And the Two of Wands in the reverse represents doubt. Two of Wands is usually being at a crossroads in the upright, but it's also being at a place where you are feeling very confident to pursue a new path or a new goal. But I think in the reverse, this is saying that you guys aren't willing to invest or commit to something here, Leo, because I feel that you're very doubtful of whatever this new path is, whatever this new goal is. You know, you're lacking the confidence really to move forward towards whatever this thing is with that Two of Wands. And it might be a business partnership, because Two of Wands often represents new business partnerships. The Page of Swords is what you'll experience coming in. Why is it that Leo will experience the Page of Swords coming in? Show me. Alright, so the Empress. So I feel that you guys will experience with this Page of Swords. It could be, sometimes Page of Swords is initiating or acting on new ideas. So when you get the Page of Swords, it can mean many things. Sometimes the Page of Swords is about delays in communication. Sometimes, or bad communication, or the Page of Swords can be where you're speaking the truth, or the Page of Swords can be where you're formulating a new set of idea that you wish to act on. And I think that this is because of the Empress. I would probably say that this is more about mentality and that you've got some new ideas, because I don't think you're pursuing something here, but I certainly feel that you guys have a new idea here with this Page of Swords because of the Empress, and the Empress represents growth and fertility. So it might be between both cards what you see is a new way of doing something here, because this is healthy card here, and in a way the Page of Swords can be a healthy card. Okay, it can be a card about educating oneself or going down a new path of education, because it's the card of the student. But it also refers to when you've got, remember, it's holding the Ace of Swords, and Ace of Swords is always new ideas as well. I think you've got some new ideas that you're looking to initiate here because you're looking for growth maybe in another area of your life with the Empress energy. Your hopes or fears of the Queen of Pentacles. I think it's a hope. Why is the hope for Leo, the Queen of Pentacles? Why is the hope for Leo, the Queen of Pentacles? Because of the Devil in the reverse. So, the hope is a Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is all about looking at the resources that we have. It's all about money, but it's also about feeling stable and secure financially. So the hope is to feel stable, I feel, and secure, maybe in terms of your living conditions, your home, your finances, to sort your finances out, because I think that the hope might be to sort something out in terms of your living conditions, your livelihood, your home, because I think that you need to release some form of negative energy, because I think that the whole point is around this reading, you guys have been very, very you've been very reluctant to do something because you know that it's not going to get you out of something here. You know that it's not going to get you out of something here. The root energy is, I think you guys with this Seven of Swords, finding something out. You're discovering some form of a truth with that Seven of Swords in the reverse because of the Wheel of Fortune, because there's no sort of change. So it might be something that you've already been involved in and you're recognizing that actually this thing doesn't work. Alright, and you're not really willing. This is your call though, I feel, on the Justice card in the reverse in the center of the reading, from the way the reading is looking, because you guys here are lacking a hell of a lot of, you're not being proactive and you're not even acting here with the Eight of Wands in the reverse. The Eight of Wands in the reverse represents a lack of action, lack of communication. Some of you guys might not even be communicating with someone at the moment because of the Page of Wands in the reverse, the loss of enthusiasm or excitement for a new path or for a new situation, because I think that you are walking away from it with this Eight of Cups. I think you're releasing it. It's made you feel emotionally, especially emotionally unstable, and you're seeking a new direction. I think that in your foundation, I feel that this is you guys finding something out here. It might be that you're finding out that whatever this thing is couldn't have brought you the fortune in that you wanted it to bring in with that Wheel of Fortune reversed, or that it would take a very long time for this thing to bring about some form of change within your life. I think that you've had a conversation in the recent past with that Ten of Pentacles over money, over the situation, because it lacks any type of stability here. It's not bringing any success to you. Yeah, it could also be maybe there's been situations that you've taught. I think that this is, I don't think this is a family situation as such. Could be for some of you guys, but I think it might be something to do with money, new projects, that type of thing. But I think that this thing here with the Ten of Pentacles, there's been discussions over money, because with the Four of Wands, for some of you guys, if it's the project hasn't yielded any type of positive results with that Four of Wands in the reverse. It's lacked any type of stability or any type of success or any type of positive rewards with that Four of Wands in the reverse. And I think the influences around you are somebody who's possibly got a hidden agenda, okay, because what they want is that they want to gain as much power as possible in this situation, Leo. All right, so it's really about them, why they want you to carry on with whatever this thing is. And I think you know that, which is why I feel that you've brought proceedings with that Justice in the reverse to a standstill. And I think that some of you guys aren't willing to sign something, or you're not willing to kind of seal the deal with that Justice in the reverse, because you're very cautious of doing that with the Nine of Wands. You've got your wits about you. The Nine of Wands means to have your wits about you, and I think that you certainly do. All right. And I think also because you're wearing the little band-aid around the head, this is something that's been going on perhaps for a long time. You've had a lot of ups and downs with this thing. It's scarred you in a certain way. It's made you very doubtful. And I think that you recognise this, that this is something that you don't want to go for because it's not yielding any positive results. And I think as a result of that, some of you guys, the most likely outcome is that with this moon in the reverse, you're going to be very, very paranoid about whatever this thing is, Leo, because you know that, your paranoia is based on the reason being the Ten of Swords. You know that this thing possibly could bring failure or ruin, or is possibly going to push you in a place where you can't get up again. It's going to really back you up maybe in a corner with that Ten of Swords. In the immediate future, I feel that you will experience the energies of a lack of commitment here, the unwillingness maybe to invest any more time, effort, even money into a situation, because with this Two of Wands in the reverse, I think that you're lacking confidence in proceeding in wherever this new path is with that Two of Wands reversed. I feel that with the Page of Swords in the upright, what you guys will do, you'll start, influences coming in, you'll start feeling quite influenced by new ideas in terms of how you generate growth with this Empress energy, new creative ideas or ideas on how you start to generate some form of growth or comfort or contentment within your everyday lives, because your hopes are to be stable, to be secure financially, because there are things around you that you need to take care of with this Devil in the reverse. You need to release some form of burdensome energy, especially if it's around money or the home. The outcome shows the Two of Wands in the Two of Swords in the reverse. Why is the Two of Swords in the reverse for Leo as an outcome? Why is the Two of Swords in the reverse for Leo as an outcome? Show me. Because of the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So I feel that this situation, as a result of this, you guys formulating new ideas in terms of maybe creative expression, maybe how you gain more money or more abundance or more prosperity in your life, as a result of that, from this energy here where I see you guys aren't kind of wrapping up or sealing a deal with that Justice in the reverse because you're very cautious, I feel the overall outcome from the center of the reading is that you put this thing completely on hold. You've got the Two of Swords in the reverse, and that means complete and utter stagnation. In the upright, it means a decision to be made. For me, this is almost like a decision's been made because it represents stagnation. So I feel it's almost like with this Two of Swords, you make that decision that you're absolutely not going to move forward. Knight of Pentacles is in the reverse, so it means complete. Both cards are stagnation. They're stagnant energies. You make a decision, I feel, in the outcome not to move ahead with something here because you just don't trust it. I think you've been doing something for quite a while. Excuse me. Oh, there's my angel answers. 1 minute. Let me just get up and get this pack of cards. I think you guys, Leo, have been doing something for quite a while, and I think it's not yielding any type of results whatsoever. And I think you're recognising that maybe there's somebody around you that's got an absolute hidden agenda, and that hidden agenda is to gain more power for themselves as the King of Wands in the reverse, and that's why there is no settlement on this situation. There's no contract being signed. There's no bringing. It might even be that some of you guys are leaving something. Because justice doesn't just mean unfair. It just means that, it can be, justice can be, something's unfair to you, it's unbalanced, but it also means you can be the one that instigates justice in the reverse, which is, I'm not drawing this thing to a conclusion. There's no settlement, there's no wrapping up of this thing, there's no signing of the contract, there's no nothing, because you're cautious about it. And the outcome from here, because remember, this is the central focus, and everything around this central focus talks about what's going on around this. Okay, we can see around this influences coming in. You're going to be devising new ideas with that Page of Swords, learning new things, educating yourself more, perhaps on the Empress energy because of the Empress. Okay, so this is about growth and fertility. So it might be that you guys are going through and deciding to educate yourself in another area in terms of how you expand or grow, or how you try to expand your own money or abundance or prosperity in your life. It might be that there is some form of new learning coming in terms of different creative paths that you might want to take with that Empress energy, but everything leads to you guys trying to find more comfort, more prosperity in your lives. And there's something here, 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 and here, and here, and here that says to you guys, this is something that I've been doing, it's not working out for me. I think that somebody that I'm doing something with has more of an agenda, that it's about them, that they want the power, they probably want me to carry on with this thing. Alright? I mean, your foundation energy showing either a confession is that maybe this thing couldn't bring you fortune. It wasn't, or it might be that somebody's confessing, well, this will take a long time to bring something to you with that Wheel of Fortune, and you'll be paranoid in the overall, in the most likely outcome, or in your crowning area, it'll be, well, I'm really paranoid about this because I think that if I carry on with whatever this thing is, it's going to lead to ruin. So you don't do it. And that's why the overall, the energies around you are the Justice in the reverse, not bringing something to a place of conclusion or completion here. All right? Because I think you're wary of it, and whatever it is that you've been doing here, it's not leading to any type of gain. I'm not seeing gain for you guys, so I'm seeing that because there's no gain, you guys choose not to continue with something here, and what you decide to do is take another path to, you know, to abundance, to prosperity, I feel, with that Empress energy. And as a result of that, I feel with this Two of Swords energy, and I think it's from this area here, that you guys are actually saying, you know what, I'm going to put this thing completely on hold. I'm just not going to do it. I've made my decision, a firm decision, to stay where I am at the moment with this Two of Swords in the reverse, because this thing, it cannot move forward. All it's bringing is just stagnancy. So I think I'm just not going to move forward with this. Let's have a look at what your what the Doreen Virtue advice is for this reading. Universe Spirit, what is the advice that you have for Leo on this reading? What is the advice that you have for Leo? What is the advice that you have for Leo? Show me. It says ask others for help. Okay. Why does Leo need to ask others for help? Why does Leo need to ask others for help? Show me. Because you need to take action. So maybe this is about getting advice on where you need to go to next. What direction do you need to take next? Okay. If it's anything to do with romance, then it's not the right time. Alright. So if this is anything to do with romance, then it's not the right time. Okay. But there's something that you need to take action on. It might be that you need to get some further advice from others. But I feel pretty sure that some of you guys aren't going to be taking action on a certain area by the end of September. Alright, that's your reading, Leo. I would like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. Next month I will be back on screen. Once I sort out this timing stuff, I'll be back on screen. Yeah. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me and have a great day. Bye-bye.